right, all right, all right. Mr. Caldwell, we are live back for another edition of CWA Live 9 Minute Go. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Excited. We're 2 weeks out now, so we're getting close, and the time has come to just get ramped up and just get everything out there for everybody.
I know for sure. I mean, you look at the calendar and oh my goodness, it's October already. It's starting to get a little cold outside. I see the Instagrams getting started up for the college teams. They're doing their preseason workouts and man, it's exciting time. It's like my favorite time of year for sure. All the sports are kicking off and doing their championships. So for sure, we're 2 weeks out, and I cannot wait. So let's just dive right into it. We got still waiting on the last match. We're doing that mystery opponents for the last match, which I love. Little cliffhanger. But let's talk about what we do have. We have 5 great matches. So run down those real quick before we kind of get into the schedule for the big weekend.
Yeah, so we have Gavin Hoffman and Greg Bolsack. Obviously, Gavin, a local guy, wrestled at Ohio State, and then Greg, wrestled at Clarion and at Rutgers. Just announced that he took an assistant job at Columbia, so congratulations to him.
Heck yeah, go ahead, Greg.
And then we have Zeke Moisey against Eddie Clamara. So those two guys, Big 12 guys, have battled multiple times before. Will be exciting to see those two get after it. Jake Wenzel and Chad Walsh, another great matchup. Two guys that are pretty funky and love to ride on top. So I'll be excited to see how that one goes down. Like I said before, I think both guys end up picking top in that match whenever it's their choice. We have Rick Durso and Ronnie Perry. Ronnie Perry, a national finalist for Lock Haven University, and Rick, an All-American for F&M. So those guys definitely are both fun to watch. Come from smaller schools in terms of traditional wrestling powers, but obviously both studs in their own right in their competition days.
Yeah, for sure. And then you look at the rest of the lineup. I'm just so excited to get. And the other thing I wanted to bring into this conversation today is for those of you that are really getting into the CWA and following every 9 Minute Go like we do every week. Go on to Rockfin, go on to the PA Power page. Derek did a long form sit down with Jeff Upson over on PA Power. It was great, really informative. As close as I am to Derek, I learned a lot in that interview. It was fantastic, and I wanted to give you a little kudos there, my friend.
Thank you. Listen, let's not forget, we have our heavyweights too. We got Meach, and we got Sam Schuyler. So I'm pumped to watch those guys. Obviously, Demetrius had the big overtime win in the first showcase in Pittsburgh. And so Sam, obviously, he's stepping up to the plate, and he wants a shot at the big dog. So I'll be excited to see how that match goes down too.
And that was awesome. In you revealed kind of Sam reached out to you guys and was like, "Hey, I want a piece of this. I want to get after it." And probably knowing like Meach was on the other side of that. So, man, I love that.
Yeah. And Sam's been great to work with, and we're excited to see what he can do. Obviously, him having ties to Buffalo and then also now coaching at Binghamton. He's got some New York ties to him. So, he's going to be repping the New York City Response singlet. He's a Long Island guy, so I don't think he has any issue in that. So, I'm excited to see him compete.
Within that, we are actually, I believe, live on Rockfin for the first time, so that's pretty cool there, DC. Talk about that partnership real quick before we talk about the schedule for the 19th.
Yeah, so obviously Martin and Matt at Rockfin have been great to work with, great to partner with. And obviously, if you go and look at the long form podcast that I did with Jeff Upson at PA Power, we're doing a night of wrestling on Rockfin in conjunction with PA Power. So get the split screens ready, guys. There's going to be a lot of great wrestling going on in 2 Saturdays from now. So, great high school wrestling and then great folk style gone pro wrestling as well. So be sure to check all that out. But again, Rockfin's been great. If you're thinking about getting it, it's more than just us. There's so many different things that are on Rockfin wrestling wise. You have Willie, you have Bash, you have PA Power, you have us. So tons of different things that you can tune into. And so that $15 a month goes a long way for you. Yep. If you're paying for Netflix, why aren't you paying for Rockfin? That's what I'm asking. So
I love that. Yeah, that's a great saying there, my friend. Yeah, and to hit home, I mean, all the other wrestling accounts, and Jeff said it great. That we all kind of stick together, which is great. I love that the wrestling community is, as always, very tight knit. So going into the weekend of the 19th, talk about, we discussed the clinic last week. That's a really big deal. So just talk about that. Talk about ticket sales in conjunction with that. So just break all that down for me.
Yeah, so we were hosting a clinic from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. the same day as the event. So if you're a high school, middle school, elementary kid and you're thinking about coming, get the most bang for your buck, come do the clinic with one of the CWA athletes, right? And be able to experience that and then watch the competition that night. So $40 gets you the clinic, it gets you a ticket into the event. And then also if there's a group of kids, right, from a high school or a middle school or an elementary, and they all want to go and they want to see it, parents, we're putting together group rates for school teams as well. So obviously, like, there's certain price points that we have, but we can definitely lighten the load in that sense for you. If there's a group of you coming and the kids are coming, so they get their clinic and their ticket in for $40 each. And then also we'll get a group rate put together for the adults that want to travel in too. So it's a great opportunity. We're doing it right now with the regional, teams that are in the area. We're getting those things set up for them. And so, it's a great opportunity. Even if you are coming from out of town and there's 10 to 20 of you, like reach out to us, we'll get it set up and, you can utilize it, capitalize on it.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be it's a great deal. Come get the best bang for your buck. Some of the best guys in the world at what they do. And if you're trying to get better, no brainer there. The night before, we're doing a weigh-in show. Talk about that. And man, I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah. So our weigh-in show, Donnie, you did a great job last time hosting it at Vinny D's golf course, right? So we were pumped to be able to. Vinny hooked us up. So we were pumped to be able to do it there. We're doing it at Scores Bar and Grill. It's an awesome opportunity to see the guys weigh in, get to know them a little bit, see what they're looking forward to in their match the next night. So that's Friday night at 6 p.m. is when we're going to start the weigh-in. We're thinking about doing some limited ticketing is there as well. Come and see the guys in person, see the actual weigh-in show, be a part of it. So that's an option as well. If we do decide to do that, we'll put that information out there. Obviously that's going to be kind of a quick bang thing. It's going to shoot out there and we can let you know what that looks like here within the next week, because we got to make a decision on it quick. So, that's an opportunity for people to see these guys in person in a more low-key fashion. So that's what we're kind of gearing towards as well.
Absolutely. Okay, my friend, we are just about to hit the 9-minute mark. As always, I end you with the big college football matchup of the week. Right now, I'm looking down the schedule. It looks like there's only one top 25 matchup: Missouri versus Texas A&M at Texas A&M. 25 versus 9. Missouri's 9. What do you think?
This one's hard. It really is. And because Texas A&M is always notorious for that one big upset that they have every year, and it usually ends up being at home.
I was going to say that's a tough place to play out there, buddy.
It is. It really is. It seems like teams struggle. You've seen Alabama and teams like that even struggle in their heyday out there. But I just think that Missouri is just going to squeak one by. I think it's going to be a tight game, and I just think they're going to kind of snake them at the end, like they have a couple times this year. They're squirrely. They know how to win, and so I just think that's what's going to happen here today as well.
I love that call. Give me Mizzou as well. Shout out Rocky Jr. Love you, buddy. I know you're a big Mizzou Tiger fan. Give me the Mizzou Tigers. in the upset, actually. Texas A&M's favored by 2.5. So that's interesting in itself. But yeah, man, that's it. You have anything else for me before I leave you go?
The Showcase Show is this Wednesday, 7
Yes,
p.m.
sir.
Be sure to
Of
tune in.
course.
Free on Rockfin, right? So
Yes, sir.
if you're still on the wall, still subscribe, right? Get the free account set up, watch the free show, and then maybe next week you decide to pull the trigger whenever the actual event's going on. You already got your account set up. So be sure to do that. Pumped to have all the guys on. DHall and Smitty, they're going to peel back the layers a little bit on these guys. It's a fun time. These guys really open up and talk not wrestling so much, but you get to learn a little bit more about their personalities. So I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. And yeah, I forgot to bring that in. But yeah, that's obviously one of the best nights of the year for me. I love that. I love hanging out with Smitty. It's literally just like bringing guys into the basement and just BSing with them before they compete. So that is a great time indeed, my friend.
No doubt.
All right, DC. Well, that is it. That is all. We went a little bit. We pretty much went to the clinch today, which is great. Hopefully we get there at some point.
Yeah. That'll be the day that happens. I'll be the one grabbing the beer at the bar right before that. I'm the ref to wait, you know.
I love that, DC. My man. Have a good time at soccer practice.
Thanks,
or
brother.
soccer game, my friend.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Later
you.
on.